Welcome to the Chat Circus podcast, a podcast for lost individuals. If you're lusting for debauchery, we're your clowns,
Nano
and Junior.
And this is
the Chat Circus.
I give you
Fuck off.
I give you a -1 out of 10 for that intro. You gotta have enthusiasm, my man. Yeah. Try it again.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
I did it. You do it.
You want me to
do
try?
It off top. I want to see if we can do it off top.
Off top?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to the Chat Circus podcast, a podcast for lost individuals. If you're lusting for debauchery, we're your clowns, Nano
and Junior.
And this is
the Chat Circus.
Yes, I could do it off the top. Yes.
Yeah, could you practice it?
I do it every fucking time. I've been doing it for a year now.
All right. So here we are.
I'm hoping this is the official quality content copy.
We can only hope, bro.
If you're listening, we recorded this episode last night, but we fucked up the audio, and we're tired of putting out trash ass content. So we want to redo it. Hopefully we recapture the magic that we had last night. That was a pretty good episode, but we're gonna try to do it again. I'm glad you got the music on this time, sir.
If it plays, if you know what I mean?
It should be playing. It should be.
It should be, but we'll see.
What do you think about that last episode?
The fucked up one or the...
No, the one that we published right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that was good, man. That was real good.
Speaking of which, I said Jay-Z, not Jadakiss.
Yeah, I don't know why I heard Jadakiss, but yeah, you did. You did say Jay-Z, so that's on me.
And speaking of that episode, we recorded that episode the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the next day, Monday, it was edited and published.
Yeah.
It took me 5 hours to get that shit done.
Yeah,
but that's what I was talking about last episode, where I am into making the content. That's a long ass song. I never heard it to the full extent. Never.
Yeah, it is.
Never. But I'm just letting you know, yo, I love doing this shit.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about last episode, I don't know if you remember where I said my daughter's mother was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose to stay in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shortly after that episode, I think 3 days later, we went to go get Chick-fil-A. And I called my daughter. The reason I called her was I've been trying to get Joe Coy tickets, the comedian, Joe Coy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's one of her favorite. I think that is her favorite comedian. So I call her to see future plans for the holiday and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Then I noticed on her, I track her phone and I track her brother's phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that her phone was home and not in school. And when she answered the phone, she sounded like she just woke up. So then we're talking, and then I asked her, did you go to school? And she's like, yeah. So I said, I'm going to ask you one more time, and this is your opportunity to be honest. Did you go to school? And she goes, no. Then I said, why? She's like, I got my period. Okay. Did you go to school yesterday? This was a Wednesday. I said, did you go to school yesterday? No. Did you go to school Monday? No. And I'm thinking, what I know is women, when they get their period, I think the day before they start bleeding, they get those crazy cramps. Mm-hmm. So I said, when did it come? Sunday? She goes, oh no, Thursday. So Thursday, you had your period. Mm-hmm. So we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 7 days. And then I asked her, did you go to school Thursday, Friday? She's like, yes. Then I asked her again, did you go? And she's like, yes, I did. So what's going on with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? She claims the cramps and all that other shit. I don't know what it's like to have a period. I'm sure it feels uncomfortable, disgusting. They probably want to stay home and be in the shower. I don't fucking know.
Soak in their misery.
Yeah. I can understand that. Where I get upset with the mom is she didn't call me, didn't text me. She just let our daughter stay home. I'm knowing her, I'm sure she didn't encourage our daughter to man up and go to school.
Nah.
We're talking about the last of it, the end of it, at the end of the period, not the beginning, at the end. So like I was telling my daughter, I don't know what it's like to have a period, so I can't tell you how to feel. If you feel fucked up and you can't go, that's fine. But don't lie to me. That's where I really got upset. It's a whole thing with my daughter's mother, bro. It's a whole thing. Oh, this guy's good. This guy's good.
All right, so that's your daughter's baby mama. What about your
daughter's
son?
baby mama?
I mean, yeah, that's the baby mama to your daughter. What about your son?
That's my daughter's mother. What about my son? What
about your son's mother?
What about her?
You had alluded she was a piece of shit too last episode.
Yeah, but for a different reason. Not as a mother, she's fine. But I called her a piece of shit because of the relationship that was.
Okay.
That lady cheated.
Oof.
She had cheated. When we first got together, we were young. We were young. We were in our mid-20s, early 20s, mid-20s. And when we first started dating, she had 2 daughters. I had a daughter. She had 2 daughters from her husband. They were married at the time, but they were separated. Yeah. I had a daughter from someone else, and her daughters were young. I think one was 5, the other one was 2. The youngest one was 2. Okay. Her husband was in the army. He had just came back from Afghanistan, and I think he was stationed in Arkansas, and he had just gotten orders to go back out. Okay. Deployment. And I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, their co-parenting, but I guess he got fed up with whatever was going on in his personal life, and then dealing with that baby mama drama. Yeah. He committed suicide. Dang. So me being in love and oh baby, I got you, I'm gonna hold you down, I'm there. We stayed together. Over the time, she started cheating. I became the plan was for me to be a correction officer and her to be a police officer. And I guess I was never home because I was always in jail. She was cheating. She was alone. Her husband died. I didn't understand, but after my mother's passing, I kind of get it. Doesn't make it excusable to cheat.
Nah, but in that moment, she was vulnerable.
In that moment, right. So she was doing her thing behind my back. I was in jail. Eventually, I find out this is after my son. And then I started cheating on her while it was just
yeah, question. When she started cheating, I'm sure you don't know when it started.
Right.
But while it was going on, did you feel a difference, or was everything the same?
There was some differences, but I thought it was because I was always in jail. There was some
what?
cold,
like a coldness,
like a distance. And I thought it was because I was never home because I was always in jail. And then that started making me think, oh shit, maybe she is. And then one day I went in her phone and I saw a lot of evidence. And I shouldn't have done that because at that time I wasn't ready to walk
deal with
away.
That. Yeah.
And the reason, I was in love. We had a child. I'm thinking everything is going good or the way it's supposed to because we're together. Yeah. So when I went through her phone, I wasn't ready to part ways. I was like, holy shit. How the fuck do you do that? Yeah. Just to fast forward, we end up breaking up, and I was pissed off. I was hurt. I was pissed off because I'm leaving my son now. Yeah. I went from seeing my son every day to leaving, and then now I got to see him on my days off and shit. And then I was pissed off with that because if you're not sure about the relationship and you don't know where you want to be, why the fuck did you give me a kid? Why would you give me a kid? And then on top of that, now I have to pay child support. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like I got fucked on that deal.
Yeah. Which most men do. Most men lose in relationships. They don't win.
So that's that. Yeah. That's why I call her a piece of shit. But
that makes sense.
I realize when I say that, I sound bitter.
No, that's
I sound
the
bitter.
Feelings of a man that's went through it. But the thing about it is, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Like a man, we're like the way and nobody wants to hear this. They want to always like fight and refute like biological fact. Men are created to procreate. We're biologically designed to spread our seed, right, amongst as many women as possible, right? This is why a woman can only birth a child once a year. A man could legitimately birth a child once a day. If he fucked a woman every day and got her pregnant, he could have 365 kids theoretically. Right. As opposed to a woman only having a child once a year, maybe 2 if you have Irish twins.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying? So we are biologically designed to do this. Sex, although it's one of the most important things for men, this is an oxymoron. It doesn't mean shit to us. It does because it's
meaning you can have sex with a woman but not have feelings for her.
100%.
And then women, they have sex most of the time. They have feelings.
Exactly. So most women cannot sport fuck like a man can, right? If you were shot, everything was good. You got a plan. you had a vision and you had a little side thing that popped up on you, you'll take advantage of that because
Absolutely.
you can, and you can go back home to baby mom and your son and her kids and have a family dinner and be cool and watch a movie. Like, you're good.
Right.
Whereas women can't sport fuck. So when a woman cheats, she is emotional more often than not.
She gets hooked to the guy.
She is emotionally invested. She has to develop feelings in order to get dick down. Most women can't just bust it open and get down. Can it happen? Absolutely, but it's not common, right? So when a woman cheats, it fucking hurts. It hurts bad. It hurts deep. Women get upset when men cheat because they get upset because they realize what it takes to cheat for them. Mm-hmm. We're not the same. For a man to cheat, we realize what it takes for a woman to cheat. That's why it hurts so much. But for a woman, she's going off of what it takes for her to cheat, not what it takes a man to cheat. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why they get so upset. But it ain't shit to us. It's not.
So yeah, I was fucked up after that. I was watching two kids that weren't mine. You understand what I'm saying? I'm watching two kids, another man's kids. I'm watching another man's kids. I'm making sure I'm and to this day, I'm the only father figure they really have. When they see me, I go pick up my son or drop him off. They see me, it smiles. They talk to me. The older one, I guess she looks for advice, so I give her as much advice as I can.
Yeah.
So I developed that bond with them that they'll always have, and that's what pissed me off because it's like, yo, what the fuck were you thinking? When my mother died, she tried to come back around, and I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, you know who was there for me? Sosua.
Fire.
Sosua was there for me, bro. That's who was there for me. She tried it. She was like, you were there for me when my husband died. I want to be there for you, because your mom. Damage is done, bro. The damage is done. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it, but you want to be there for me? Right now I'm going through something. Watch my son. I'm a little fucked up. I can't do it. When I get better, I'll come back and pick him up. And that's it. You had your chance, you fucked that up. Yeah. You had somebody that was willing to be there for you and your children, and you gave it all away for temporary pleasure. Mm-hmm. And then because she's older than me by a year. Okay. Because she's older, she's got 3 kids from 2 different men. Another guy sees that, he just wants pussy. I don't want to invest in you.
That's a fact.
You're older with three kids, 2 different men. That's a lot of baggage.
You want to know something crazy? I was having this conversation with someone. I'm not going to get too personal, but they're kind of going through it where they're in a process of being separated, right? And the wife, so he cheated. She found out, and of course, naturally, she's upset, this and that, and she keeps holding it over his head. They were separated briefly, got back together with the intent of her to move past it, this and that. So, but because for a woman, it hurts. I don't know why, but it hurts them so much. She can't let it go. It's like, for me, because I'm speaking from personal experience, when I did that, I had to hit her with the ultimatum. Like, look, you decided to stay with me, which means you moved past what I did. If you can't move past it, then we got to separate, because I'm not going to hear this shit every time you get mad or every year or this. It's over. It happened. It's done. You're choosing to stay. It's over. Feel me?
Right.
That was the ultimatum I ultimately had to say, because I made a mistake. I owned up to my mistake. I've done the work to repair and rebuild this. I'm not going to have a carrot dangling over me about, oh, you're a bad boy kind of shit. Fuck that. It's over. That kind of was happening to him. You feel me?
Yeah.
And ultimately, it wasn't going to work, so they have to separate. Now, what I was telling him, I said, look, you have 3 kids, right? But you're a man. You're in your 30s. You're in shape. You're good looking. You make decent money. So to a lot of these women, you are a catch. You're a prize.
Yeah, because they see.
Right? Even though you have 3 kids, doesn't matter, right?
Right.
For her, now she's looking at it because she's accustomed to him being there, being a father, a husband, a provider, all that, right? And because he's decent looking, I can only assume, I've never seen her, but I can only assume his wife is good looking, right? I can only assume. So she's under the impression that because A, she's attractive, B, she works as well, she provides and this and that that she's gonna find another man equal or better to what she currently has. And what she fails to realize is exactly what you said. Men don't want to inherit another man's problems.
Yeah.
It's just like a used car. Nobody likes buying a used car because all you're doing is buying somebody else's problems, right? People want a new car. And I don't mean to put women into the thing of a vehicle, like an object, but I'm just trying to use a simple comparison. So she's going to find out, yeah, there's going to be hella dudes in her inbox, DMs, hitting her up to fuck. She thinks she's going to be able to find a replacement. Life is going to hit her really hard because dudes they're going to want to be there to fuck. They're going to realize real quick, men don't want to inherit somebody else's problems.
That's a fact.
So with your baby mom, your son's baby mom,
my son's mom,
your son's mom, I don't like you saying that. She probably, if she hasn't already, it's gonna happen where she's gonna realize like, damn, I fucked up.
It did happen. We're talking about years ago.
Okay.
Now. My son he's gonna be 8. This he was like a year old, 2 years old.
Okay.
So she went through all of that. Like guys were throwing dick at her.
So she probably was going through postpartum depression. You not being there, and then women deal with that. Like they get depressed after
I don't give
birth.
a fuck. That's not an excuse to give my pussy away.
I hear you.
That's not an excuse to give my shit away. She went through it, and guys were throwing dick at her. So I guess to your whatever point, she went for comfort, and she was fucking. I think we went to a trip to Jamaica, and during that trip, I was really, really thinking. I'm looking at her, and how could this bitch act like everything's okay, everything's peachy, and nothing happened when you fucking hurt me? So I would just look at her, and then as the days went on that trip, I was like, nah, fuck this, bro. When we get back, and I told her, and that kind of ruined the trip because she was like, oh, we should work it out. What the fuck do we gotta work out? Why do I have to let you violate me? Even though I was cheating on her when I found out, but I didn't want to cheat. I thought by cheating it would make everything better, but
it would make you feel better.
Right.
Okay.
It's the pain is still there.
Yeah.
The lies, the deceit, the whatever you call it, it's still there. So it's like it's not even worth it. I'm done. So we come back from that trip and I leave. I left and I haven't looked back. I mean, I've gotten pussy from her over the years here and there.
That ties into the baby dad is always going to have a pass.
I feel like if he's a good father and he knows how to fuck, yeah, they're gonna come back. They're always gonna let you slide.
Yeah.
She tried to get back with me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. It's just for what?
She ever admit that?
Yes.
It was a mistake, like a big mistake.
Yeah, we've had conversation, and I just like, look, I can't. My self-respect won't allow me to get back with you. Like, you fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
All these guys were throwing dick at you, and you believed the hype, and you did what you did, and then when I walked away, it's crazy how it happened, because when we broke up, I was going through it emotionally.
Yeah.
She was, I guess, putting up a front like, oh, it's whatever, I'm good, I'm still gonna, live life. But then as time passed, I started to heal, and then now I'm living life. And then she's starting to realize guys only want that pussy and not her. Mm-hmm. So then when she would talk to guys, she realized that, so she started to keep the pussy hostage and really try to pick a guy and land one, and they just weren't going for it. You got what?
Kind of sounds like what happened to me a little bit with the Filipino.
Yeah, you got three kids from 2 different men. That's a lot of baggage right there. And
relatively young.
Right. So she realized that quick, and then she just started becoming bitter. Like right now, she's bitter.
It's funny how women's poor decisions catch up to them, and they cannot take responsibility for their shitty, poor decisions, and then become bitter towards men.
Yes.
That's fucking wild, bro.
So we would have conversation, and then she would just talk bad about men, and I'm like, yo, bro, you forget you had a good guy. Like, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. I was ready to do it all. Like, I was taking the kids to school, picking them up, feeding them dinner, making sure their clothes were washed. I was there. I was that father figure that they needed, and you dropped the ball. And I don't know. I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of miss what we had
Of course.
But then in the back of my mind is like, nah, bro, I can't get over the fact like, yo, you were letting somebody hit that shit from the back. You ever see that meme where I forgot her name, Capri Styles, the porn star?
No.
She's getting hit from the back and she's making a face, and then there's somebody like wrote a text. Whenever you start missing her, remember somebody had her bent like this.
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Probably.
That's what replays in my head, and I'm just like, nah, I can't. But let me just get my son and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm good. She tried to be there for me, and in a way, I'm glad that it went down the way they did, because now I'm not some sucker taking care of other kids, somebody else's kids.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, even though the kids, they're innocent, they got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility that I don't even want to take care of my fucking kids, bro. And I think about myself. I was fucking stupid. Like, oh, don't worry, babe. I'm there. I got you. We're going to get... Fuck that, bro. Fuck all that. I don't even want my fucking kids, bro.
That's fire, bro.
I don't even want my kids, bro. Fuck that.
I don't even want my fucking kids.
Fuck that shit, bro.
I love that.
So she did what she did. At the time, I was hurt.
Shit.
I was hurt. I was crying. And now that time has passed, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I got Susu. That's for me.
Gotcha.
And I say that to other men that might be listening. I don't know, man. If you're taking care of someone else's kids, that's a big ups to you. A lot of respect. But make sure you look in that mirror and you happy with yourself. You happy with your life's decision. And if you're not, think about that. Because that shit right there kills a man on the inside.
Word.
That kills a man. So
low key, you felt that.
I did. When I found out she was cheating, and I'm like, yo, everything I do is not being appreciated. Like that's exact. I didn't feel appreciated.
Yeah. Like
how could you be doing what you're doing, knowing that I'm at home watching your fucking kids? Their father's dead. How? Like it doesn't equate to me. I'm not asking you to be on your knees and fucking worship my feet or anything, but yo, there's rules to this shit, bro. Mm-hmm. There's rules, and she found out the hard way.
So your situation, which is most men, is that Chris Rock said that a man loves unconditionally.
Yeah.
A woman can only love under the condition that everything is right.
Yep.
That you're providing, that you're affectionate, that you're loving, that you're this. You have to check all these fucking boxes, right? It's crazy. Crazy.
So, I mean, and I learned this, that I could walk away from the relationship.
That's big. I need to learn that. That's big.
It hurt me because I had to walk away from my daughter's mother. That was my high school sweetheart.
Yeah. But that was toxic as fuck. So yeah.
Her mother was the one that ruined the relationship. Not so much her. My daughter's mother is a follower. Like I would lead. She would let me lead. She would do her womanly duty in the house. But her fucking problem was she listened to her mother. And I said this before. If you date somebody and they got more women in the family than men, run. Because they don't know how to treat men, because the example they've learned on how to treat men is from women that are single.
Facts.
How the fuck do they expect to keep a man around when they don't know how?
Damn, that's a fact right there, boy.
So her mother was the one that fucked that up. As soon as my daughter was born, she told my daughter to put my daughter's mother to put me on child support. And then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna put you on child support. My mom said I should. Why? We're still together. Child support is, I don't understand. So she put me on child support, and that shit fucked me. I was like, yo, how the fuck? So
that made you bitter, or that put us like a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah.
Like, yo, to this day, we don't really fuck with each other. Along throughout the years, we spun the block and had sex a couple times, but it's a lot of damage there. A lot of toxic. Like, this bitch put me in jail. It's a lot, bro.
Got you.
So, like I was saying, I had to walk away from that relationship, my daughter's mother. Yeah. So with my son's mother, it hurt, but I knew I could walk away from that relationship. Like you said, a lot of guys like you have that trouble, but it's hard walking away. But when you've been through it before, you know, okay, I'm gonna live, I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna have to walk away. You gotta make that executive decision. Which my recent situation, I could walk away from that situation, and it's, even less emotion.
Your 1 day relationship.
Yo, this chick is.
So what's up with that?
Should I do like a quick recap or no?
Yeah. So yeah, fuck it. Why not?
So I used to work with her mother and her mother kind of set us up in 2019. By the end of 2020, we stopped dating because I was single. I broke up with my son's mother 2018.
Yeah.
So I was not ready for a relationship, bro. I was not ready for commitment, none of that shit. So I'm still, so you got that. And then in 2020, my mother passed away.
Yeah.
You got that. So we kind of parted ways. We're like, she walked away from me because that was me. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, 2023, February, I hit her up for her birthday. Now, I didn't think she would respond, but I said, you know what, let me just, because I was thinking about her. I don't know if you do it. Sometimes you think about the past and the females.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let me just send her a message. And she responded. And then that situation happened where we started talking. And then that 1 day thing happened where
Yeah.
So she got upset with me and she's like, don't talk to me again. And then 2-3 weeks later, she hits me back up. And then for the whole summer, we're seeing each other.
Yeah.
Then I send her 2 memes, a guy getting his asshole licked by his girl, and the other one he's getting pegged by his girl. And I gave her the emoji, the eyes emoji, like looking at her. That was a joke.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, you gay or you curious. Like, you really, because you joke about that a lot. And I'm like, yo, it's just a fucking joke. Like, chill out. And she just kept
digging.
I'm like, nah, you know what? So she pissed me off and I just blocked her. And then we just stopped talking.
Okay.
I mean, we had a conversation after that, but it was like a mutual agreement. I'm not going to talk to you or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she had blocked me from social media. Then a couple months go by and then I see her social media. She's on live and I'm like, oh shit, she unblocked me. So I see she's on live and I'm talking to her. I'm messaging her as she's on live and she's responding to me verbally. And then she's like, yeah, get in my DM. So I go in her DM. What you doing? Whatever. And she's talking to me like nothing ever happened. Like, she's excited to talk to me. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool, bet. But then I don't hear from her for a few days. Then I look at her Instagram, and she's posting a video with her ex-boyfriend. Happy birthday, this and that. And I'm like, holy shit. Another thing, we had this inside, I don't know if you call it a joke, but we would flirt with each other sometimes. Like, we'll do a Cash App request, and it would just be our way of like flirting or saying hi. Now, in the past, I did ask her for money. She would ask me for money. But when that would happen, it would be a message like, yo, you think you can hold me down? But this was just a Cash App request without a message. So I knew it was a joke. Yeah. Or her flirting. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she's still feeling the kid. And then I see that post on Instagram with her and her ex-boyfriend. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How you posting videos with him on his birthday, but you flirting with me? Yeah. That shit is crazy, bro. Yeah. So I wasn't really emotionally involved in that situation. I think she was more than I was, and that's because of my son's mother's situation. That I was like, I'm not gonna allow myself to get hurt by another woman again. Got you. So with her, I'm not hurt, but I was confused and a little disgusted at the lack of loyalty, because when we first started talking. Again, she would talk shit about him. And I don't want to get into details, but I was just like, oh, okay, maybe, it sounds like he's a piece of shit in her eyes. Yeah. And then now you drop me for, like, it felt like at the drop of a hat, you let me go. Yeah. Because on some real shit, that you know I'm not gay. You know I'm not gay curious. Like, you know I'm not gay. Yeah. It just felt like she looked for any little reason to just like, oh, nah, like, we're good. We're done. Yeah. And then now I find out why you went back to this guy. So then I just think about that. Like, yo, that's slime ball shit, bro. And this poor guy, he thinks he hit the fucking lotto. He's happy. I look at the Instagram post and he's all happy and smiles. She has a daughter from somebody else. And you see he's with the daughter posting pictures and they look like a happy family. I'm like, oh, I love that for them. Good for them. This guy thinks he hit the fucking lotto. I'm like, you know what, bro? If that's what she wants, go ahead. God bless. Yeah. If she feels she's happier with him, you know what? Let it be, because I don't feel like dealing with nobody's kids. I hear you. I don't feel like getting in a committed relationship. I miss the sex. I'm not going to lie. That pussy, the sex we had was intense. You said that many times. It was intense. Maybe that's what she misses too. I don't know. Yeah. But if she feels he can be a better provider or lover or committed guy, go ahead. Because I look at that and I think he is emotionally involved with her like I was with my son's mother. Okay. And her 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're like, oh, babe, I got you. I'm going to be the stepdad and this and that. I'm going to step to the plate. Fuck that, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
The crazy part is, in this day and age, it's going to be nearly impossible to find a woman without a child.
It is. It is.
Especially in the States.
For me personally, I don't mind dealing with a woman that has a child or children.
Yeah.
I just don't want them to be young.
I got you.
Her daughter was young, like 5 years old. And, you know, the kid was all right. I mean, she liked me and all that. But if I get with a woman, I want her son to be fucking old already. Like, at least 10 years old. 10, 15. Somewhere I know he's not going to fucking bother me, or I don't have to put in any effort.
Okay.
And I don't have to deal with no baby daddy bullshit.
Okay, I hear you.
But that's that. You know, we part ways. She's where she's at. I'm okay. I'm fine. I miss the sex, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hurting for a squirting. I'm thirsting for a bursting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know that, man. I know what that feels like.
I'm dying. I just need to release the beast.
You're bursting.
I'm thirsting for a bursting. That's what I'm doing, sir.
That's good.
I haven't had some poom since her.
It's been a minute, huh?
It's been a while.
I know that pain. I know that pain. So all right, let's switch it up here. So since the last episode, we did the two the clown car shits, right? Those are like did I use the comparison right with IG? I think I did. I said that our episodes are like posts, and then these clown cars are like stories, right?
Yes.
That's how I'm interpreting. So, you know, we had this idea, and we got some shit cooking that's gonna it's gonna drop. But
it takes time, money, patience.
But this was something
slowly
that we wanted.
But surely we'll get where we want to go.
We wanted to do something where it was like impulsive, where like we need to do something now, right? I'm so close to fucking zombie land. I had this thought like, yo, let's get this shit from the gutter, the ground up. So, go ahead. What we do?
It was Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I don't remember.
Yo, by the way, we went to Golden Corral for Thanksgiving. I didn't know that was a thing.
I told this guy.
I didn't know that was a thing
because
but it was a thing.
So ever since my mother died, I don't have the holiday spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You invited me to go see your mom, and you didn't go for whatever reason. You didn't go, but I didn't want to go either. I'm good. I don't want to be. I don't even want to be with my kids on
That's crazy.
Thanksgiving or Christmas.
You rather than be with their moms.
I'd rather them be with their moms because I know their moms will have that holiday spirit.
Got you.
For me, it's just another fucking day. I think like 2 Thanksgivings ago, I ordered a pizza. I didn't even have food.
I feel like that a lot on holidays. I hate holidays. Right.
So you and I, we're together for whatever reason. We didn't really celebrate. That's what I was saying. I'm sorry. Last year, I went to, I had to work. Remember, I was a correction officer, and I had to work. I chose to do a lot of overtime. But one of the days, they didn't hire me. I think it was Christmas Day. So I ended up going to a buffet, and that shit was packed. And that's why I'm telling you. I say, yo, Golden Corral's going to be fucking packed, bro. And we get there. Junior didn't believe me, and sure enough, it was packed.
Yeah. We only waited about 30 minutes. It wasn't too bad.
No, it was an hour.
Nah, maybe 45. It wasn't a full hour. I think it was like 45 minutes. But
so
overall,
we talk about. I know I've expressed this doing interviews with prostitutes, and we're gonna get there. And then Junior comes up with a bright idea. Yo, let's go to Kensington. And I thought about it. I was like, that's actually a good fucking idea. So after we eat, I think immediately we go there, right?
Yeah.
We hit Zombie Land, and if you don't know, Kensington is a very well-known drug land.
Mainly for heroin, but now fentanyl, yeah.
So we get there, and you could hear it with that Nana, whatever her fucking name is.
Nana, yeah.
Where I'm like, yo, look, the guy shooting the needle in the other guy's neck.
Yeah.
I edited it. There's a lot of audio that did not come out of that. That whole thing was probably 28 minutes, but it was more dead air and
us driving, looking,
us driving. Yeah, so it wasn't much, but that was an experience.
Hell yeah! And for what it was, like I remember we went into it. We were both nervous. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I just didn't want it to be bad. But they turned out really fucking good. Like for what it was,
it turned
out really good. And obviously there was a few takeaways from it. Like I sent you some notes. I was like, one is that we still need some type of introduction because every chick that we're gonna pick up doesn't know what the fuck we're doing. So we have to give them some type of almost like an intro. This is who we are. This is what we're doing. Why we're doing it. You know, welcome to Chat Circus kind of shit. Like a low key impromptu.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked that up because honestly, I was satisfied with it. But I'm glad you picked
because
that up.
because it happened when we did it with Nana and she understood right away, and then she gave us gold, and then with Jessica, we didn't do it. And it kind of went into like where she started getting into the interview of what she's done before, which we don't care about that.
Yes, if you listen to those 2 episodes, we ask a specific.
We have a list
set of questions.
Yeah,
we don't care about how you got into this shit,
why you're here.
We care about the sexual stuff that goes on,
the debauchery.
But no, let me ask you: when we were driving there, what was your thoughts, bro? Like. Me getting out the fucking car. You're there in the car. I think even in Jessica, you're like, Nano left the fucking door open.
Yeah, because I was like, no, that was wild. You just left the door wide open.
You know something? I felt comfortable. Believe it or not, I felt like this is where I belong. This is me. I felt comfortable there, bro. I felt like, yo, I want to live in squalor. I don't want to say at home, but I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because
I've scumbags. That's why.
I don't know if it's because I was working the prison. I don't know.
I was cool there. I just like that was the only moment where I was like, yo, this guy's wilding out. He just left the door wide open because you had to walk down, have the conversation, negotiate, and all that. That takes about a minute. So I'm just sitting there with the door wide open, and I'm like, what the? The
only reason I left the door open because I saw nobody was there.
Yeah,
and I knew she saw us, and I knew, okay, I'm gonna ask her. That's probably gonna take 10 seconds.
But rewind, think about it. You know how much of a red flag that looks like? You're going up, asking her, get in the car, and the door's wide open.
I hear you. I don't know. In the moment, I was like, yo.
She's like looking like, what the fuck?
She's like, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what the fuck
You're like, yo, come here. I want to pay you to talk to you. Get in the car.
Get in the fucking car. She didn't give a shit, bro. She would have took $7.
So anyway, that was dope. We were over there for 3 hours. We saw a dead body, which is fucking crazy.
It's actually on Instagram, TikTok. I posted the video.
Yeah, they took the audio off the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme.
On my video?
Yeah, it's removed.
Really?
Yeah, because there was
all the videos or just that one?
The one on IG. The one like the
really
the video where we cruise by, you see the body, and then that theme was hilarious, but they removed the audio.
Really? I didn't know that.
It is what it is. Maybe post it again. Fuck it. Anyway, you got to figure out a way. Like maybe
post it again.
Post it again, but post it where you're reacting to it. Cause then it's like original.
I don't know. We'll see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Anyway, so it was an experience. It was amazing. So obviously, takeaway. We need an introduction for them. I forgot the list. We need an introduction. We need to figure out a way to get your voice projected because you're always low, and it's just I don't know. We got to figure that out.
That's why I have to shout all the time.
Yeah. The third thing was that when you ask the questions that we have, don't lead with the answer because like with Nana, some of it she just kind of spoke and like it was great answer, but with Jessica, a lot of it was leading. Mm-hmm. But I think you did it because she was rambling on like her life and we didn't care about that.
Yeah.
So I get why, but we got to make sure that when we ask the question, leave it just open and let them answer. We want the natural, organic surprise, thought process to happen. And then lastly was that I need to stop. Like I don't mean to yell, but because I guess my voice projects louder.
Yeah, with time we'll get it. So. It was our first time doing that.
Yeah.
So with time we'll get better at it.
Yeah, I think so. So from that.
Yeah.
What did you take away? What was your thought?
Guys are a piece of shit. If you notice, I asked them, "What doing this? What have you learned about guys?"
Yeah.
And guys, we're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And I also learned black guys rape more than everybody.
Yeah.
Black guys rape.
That's not us.
That's not us.
That's from what 2 people have told us.
That's 2.
You know what I mean? So they get dicked down and raped in the alleys.
But you know something?
Real quick though, you had mentioned offline that Nana kind of validated what I had said a while ago about men. That men, if you could do something dirty, vile, and nobody finds out, we'll fucking do it. Meaning,
yes, if nobody could find out,
we will fucking do it. We're vile creatures.
Yeah, men. Yeah, if nobody would find out, I'll do that. Yeah, that's
crackhead.
What,
fuck. I mean,
so she validated what you said.
Yeah.
But back to the whole black guy thing. I know these websites to find scallywags or whatever you want to call them, sex work. And a lot of their advertisements, they'll say
no AA,
no African American, or it'll say no AA under 30, 35 years old.
Yeah, they have a late age restriction.
I always thought, why is it they got these hogs, these big dicks that they don't want to? I'm being serious.
As a man, not knowing, that's what. Yeah, you would.
And
think,
then
but
you hear these two girls.
Yeah.
So that kind of puts it in perspective. Like, okay.
Maybe they're too aggressive or they're abusive. I don't know.
So that's what I took away from that.
Yeah. Men are dogs, and
black guys rape.
Black guys are dangerous.
They rape.
That's crazy.
It's not all. We're just fucking around joking, but
but the crazy thing is they both said, like, when you asked that specific question, they both answered with that exact same shit. Like, oh, I got raped by black guys. I don't fuck black guys. Like, whoa, what?
I thought it was because they got the baby arm, the baby leg.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But who knows? So yeah, Kensington was an experience. We got more coming from that. Hopefully it checks out. And
we might do something this weekend in Queens. So this is what I like. I like the fact that I'm based out of New York and you're based out of Philly, because that's two locations where we can go back and forth for content. Yeah. So aside from Junior's shit with Colombia, we have other areas where we can explore and get down. Yeah. Speaking of Junior's shit. Okay, hold on.
Oh boy.
Let me set it up. Let me set it up. You recently went to Colombia for your birthday. Mm-hmm. Happy belated, sir.
Thank you.
How old?
I am 39.
Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to introduce a drinking game.
Okay.
When I edit these episodes, I hear you say da 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 da.
No, I go da da da. I don't go da 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 da.
No, you do. There's different. There's different
iterations of it.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Da 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 da. It's like gunshots. Da 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 ba ba.
There's different inflection.
Yes, there's different. There's the difference.
All right.
So I said, you know what? And for those of you listening, if you want to partake, we're not going to do it this episode, but if you want to partake, you get your favorite drink, and we're going to do it when Junior explains the details to his recent trip to Colombia, and you hear him say, go ahead.
Da da da.
When you hear that, have a fucking shot. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
We're going to get so fucked up, dude. Because I say it so impulsively, I don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just comes out. Like, I don't even think about it. It's a filler. For me, it's like a filler word. Like a filler pocket of a sentence for me.
This guy has a good vocabulary. In the past, I've heard him say eclectic. I've heard him say elated, bravado. These are big words. Maybe I'm very ignorant and I don't have a big vocabulary, but these are big words to me. These are fancy words. I don't fucking know these words. I don't know these eclectic.
Do you know what eclectic means?
No, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Basically, it's like, you know, a person that's like just like they're like a big personality. Like they have like a Skull and Bones T-shirt with long piercings, and they're like just a wacky liberal, like not a liberal, but like they're just like a wacky, very self-expressive person that's eclectic.
This guy's T.I. over here, bro. Spitting big fucking vocabulary.
Eclectic.
Indubitably.
Yeah, indubitably.
Okay. So that's going to be the drinking game when we do that episode. This episode was just more of a, I don't know, a quick catch up, I guess, and an introduction to the Colombia episode. So that will be the drinking game for that episode.
Man, it's so fucked up, dude.
Now, we're going to wrap this up pretty soon, but I want to set up before you went to your trip.
Yeah, okay. The prequel to the trip. All right.
Yes.
Okay, what about it?
After we wrapped up the episode where we recorded, what is it? Junior's Always on Go?
Yeah.
Okay, after we wrapped that episode, you received a care package, a financial care package.
Yeah.
And because you received said care package, you were like, fuck it, I'm going to Colombia for my birthday. It was an impulsive decision. Yes or no?
That's a fact, yo.
It was impulsive.
I got no money in my pocket. I was like, yo, I'm out. I'm out.
Okay. So.
Oh, shit.
Your chick in Colombia. You send her a care package.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to disclose how much, but immediately, almost 20 minutes later from you sending her that money, you were pissed off at her. You know what I'm getting at?
No, yeah, it wasn't immediate. It was like the day after.
Was
like,
it the day after?
Yeah, it was the day after.
Okay. Maybe it feels like a blur to me.
Yeah.
So the day after you send her a care package, you're pissed off at her. Mm-hmm. Why?
All right, so I got to backtrack a little bit, but yeah.
Go ahead, backtrack.
All right, so since we've met, right, obviously, and people have people really have a big problem with the age gap. Like.
Of what, you and her?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I've heard it more than once from multiple people. Like, even if it's just like.
Is it mostly women?
Yes. Yes.
You know what's crazy? That's probably a jealousy thing. Maybe they wish they had an older guy taking care of them.
Maybe.
Because if it was them, they probably wouldn't have. It's like you're a 30-year-old dating a 60, 70-year-old.
Yeah.
If he's taking care of you, fuck it, why not? I don't know, but like I've said this before. For me personally, it would be nothing more than a sexual relationship because mentally, emotionally, on a mature level, like where's the common ground here?
Yeah, I have had a guy or two say like, oh, the age gap would be a problem for me because like, you know, there's nothing to relate to.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. But then they're like, in the same breath, they're like, but I would take it anyway.
Yeah, because it's a nice tight pussy, bro. Yo, I want some fucking 18-year-old pussy. Yeah. I want some 17-year-old pussy.
Yo,
no, hold up. Yo, the last time, hold on, asshole. Let me finish.
Oh shit.
Yo, the last time I had 17-year-old pussy, I was 17.
That's a fact.
And it was fucking good.
Yeah.
But morally, I couldn't do it because it's not. I got a daughter that's 16. Bro. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't act on those types of. That's just crazy. But yes, a lot of guys they would because it's fresh pussy and they're probably inexperienced and you can mold them sexually to your liking.
Yep.
And they're gonna do it.
That's a fact. I can.
You can attest to that?
Attest to that, yeah.
You fucking perv. Fucking what's this guy's name? Woody Allen? Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio?
So yeah, when she hits 25, I gotta drop her.
Nah, fuck that. 22. When she's 20, you're old enough to drink. Nah, we're good. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, 18 you can drink in Colombia.
18 you can drink?
Yeah.
Okay, then she's gotta go. Her time is expired, bro. Her time is done. It's up.
All right. So obviously when we met, she was just uncontrollable, like just wild, like just, you know what I mean, young and dumb. She's still young, but all right. Since then, I've seen growth, right? Through the time, I've seen growth.
Yeah.
So she hits me up basically, which it like completely caught me off guard, but it surprised me in a good way. So she goes, so she's a dropout. She dropped out of high school due to personal reasons, whatever.
I wouldn't think that mattered in Colombia. Bro.
Nah, it does. I mean, it doesn't because most people but it does because if you don't even have a high school diploma there is a huge, like, it's not the equivalent of a college degree, but it's like it opens a lot more opportunities just having a diploma, like a high school diploma. You feel me?
Yeah.
So not having one is bad. It hurts. So she says to me, she's like, hey, I have an opportunity to sign up for this essentially equivalent of like a GED.
Okay.
Course, and I take the test, I pass, and I can get my diploma. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then I asked her, like, you know, why all of a sudden? She's like, no, and she says to me, I'm tired of not doing anything. I want to do something with my life. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Okay. Right? And I'm like, all right, no doubt. So what does it take? What do you got to do? She's like, you have to pay like a fee.
You have to pay, right? You have to pay. I like that.
Right? And then I was like, all right. So it was like 75, 100 bucks. I forget what it was. So I sent her 100 just to cover that. And then, so I had something like 220, right? 100 to cover that thing and just 120 for her just to have whatever.
Our pocket.
Yeah. Cool. So, you know, the exchange is $1 is 4,000 pesos. So $100 is roughly 400. 220, it lands her like right around 900,000 pesos. Sounds like a lot of money, but it's just, I mean, which it kind of is, but kind of isn't.
Bro,
but it's a lot.
That's $100, bro. That's a lot of money, bro. Like, even out here, $100 is a lot.
Yeah, $100 is a lot, but $100 out there goes a lot further.
$100 out here, $100 is the new 20.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yep. So, all right, cool, boom. So I give her the money to cover that, and then I give her money for her, just whatever. A day later, a day passes, right? Then she says to me, she's like, oh, I'm short for the fee. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm short. She was short like $20, $100,000, which is like $20 bucks, $25, something like that, whatever. Anyway, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. What do you mean you're short? I don't understand. Like, I gave you this specifically to cover that, and then I gave you more just for you. I mean, if you want to go out, get food, whatever the fuck. And she's like, oh, so now she's stressing, but she's like, I need it. Can you send it to me? I'm like, no. And then she was like, immediately like, what? And I was like, no, I fucking gave you the money for what you asked and some. Now you fucked off, and then you're coming to me expecting me to bail you out? No, I'm not doing it. So then she tries to spin it like, oh, what? You can't even send me that? Like, you don't got it? Are you that broke?
Guilt trip you.
Right, try to guilt trip me. And I'm like, it's not that, dumbass. It's the fact that you fucked up and now you're expecting me to bail you out. No, I'm not sending you any more, right?
Yeah.
And she got real upset about it. So now she's doing everything, trying to, guilt trip me, just being a completely toxic bitch, right? Cool, whatever. I'm like, look, I'm dead serious. I am not sending you $20. I'm not doing it. I'm not covering your fuck up.
Yeah.
You made a poor decision. You got to figure that out. So her fucking thought process was to text her ex and ask him for the money, and then screenshots the messages
conversation
to me. Again, this is more manipulation or guilt tripping, whatever you want to call it. It was the whole
manipulation.
It was a whole thing just to trigger me to send her the money. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That shit hit him up.
Exactly. That shit fucking pissed me off because to me, and I told her, you really, like, that's super disrespectful. Like, you're fucked up. And then I block her on everything, bro.
Did you ever send her the difference?
No, knock on wood, hand to God, I never sent her that money to cover. I didn't.
Okay.
I can only assume that her ex actually sent it to her because when I got there, we went and picked up the diploma.
It's almost as if you could just pay for it and not take a test. You could buy it.
You pay for it, you take it, but it's pretty much designed so like you're gonna get it regardless. Like they walk you through the process. It's all money, bro. Any way to make money, they're gonna make money.
Right.
So, and I asked her, like, did you even take a test? She's like, no, yeah, I had to go there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the test. Write your name and the date. But sign.
But
congratulations, you passed.
I asked her just a little bit. I was like, was it easy? She was like, well, yeah, they walked us through it. I said, oh, okay. So basically, they're like, this is the answer. Like,
that's fire.
Just so that they can check off and then, process.
That's nuts.
It is what it is, bro. But anyway, regardless of what the fuck it was, even if it was like just a ruse to get money from people and for them to get she's got her diploma now where she can do something like, and she already told me she's gonna sign up for night classes to learn English. Like she wants to learn English.
Okay,
that's cool.
Good for her.
I mean, that's gonna benefit her in some way. Like, but I don't know as far as like a career, whatever. But anyway, so she did that. I blocked her on everything, bro. WhatsApp, socials, everything. And I was like, I'm done. And for 2 days, nearly 2 days, I stood strong.
He was standing on business.
I was standing on
for 2 days, he was standing on business.
And then she's messaging me from these ghost accounts. And the funny part is I've seen these accounts look at my stories before. I didn't know who
you've seen them before.
I've seen them before. I didn't know who they were.
Right.
And I hadn't even asked her, like, yo, do you know who this is? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I should have picked up on it because whenever I see an account that I don't know and I like, hey, you know who this is? She would like block them. But with these, she was like, no. And then never said to block them. But I didn't, I'm not thinking of that at the time. All right, fine. So she's hit me up and she's like doing the absolute most, like apologizing, saying, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I just, I just really needed to get this, da-da-da.
There goes a shot. If we were playing the game, there goes a shot. And that's how it goes. We're never going to get through that episode.
Because we're so drunk.
We're going to get so fucking drunk.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of say this now, and I guess I'll open up more into it in the real episode or like the breakdown. But I realized, for me, again, people probably already know or see it, whatever. But for me, I finally realized that I am in too deep. I am more emotionally invested than I thought I was, and I expected to be, like for real.
Yeah, for real? No, oh my God, you don't say. You don't say.
I've been, playing it off like, and no.
There goes a shot again. There goes the shot.
And whatever, but it it really hit like, yo, I am in too deep on this one.
Junior, hold on. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts. Let me gather my thoughts here. You just now realizing that this is getting out of that. It's not getting. It's been out of hand. You just now realizing this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like I've always been open. Like I've seen the fucking this and that, but I would always just check it off. Like whatever. Like I would just whatever. I don't care. Yeah. Like I would see it and like fuck it, whatever, blah, and just tuck it. And keep it pushing, right? This is the first time because to me that was something like uber disrespectful. Like, yo, you're fucking wild. Like for you to even think that that's okay is a huge red flag. A huge red flag. It's a problem.
Now, what are you talking about? For her to think what's okay?
Just to hit up her ex to beg for money and then you know what I mean think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Like maybe actually I don't. It's not a maybe. It's for sure in Colombia that's the normal. Like these women out there have men, husbands. And their women are out there getting digged down. It's a common thing. And you know what's crazy? The woman can go out there and make money by any means. But if a man cheats, it's the end of the world. It's fucking nuts, bro.
It's like that in DR too.
It's nuts. Like, because even this chick is super jealous, bro. And should I get into that a little bit or no? Or wait? No, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Junior's gonna wait.
Because it's got to be all together. It's all one trip together. But I was
hoping this would be the episode. I mean, but we gotta do the drinking game.
Yeah.
He gotta go to work, so he can't drink.
So she's super jealous.
So okay, hold on.
Anyway,
all right. So you're mad for 2 days. You're standing on business. No, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
She's blocked, and you said I'm still gonna go out there.
No. So at that point, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I hadn't done anything. I hadn't bought anything.
For the record, I told Junior he should not go to this trip.
And I told you today, I was like, that's been ringing in my head since I got back.
Junior, at the time, Junior said, fuck you, I'm going. I need
fuck
pussy.
You, I'm out.
I'm going home.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
He did the Eric Cartman. Fuck you, I'm going home. Mm-hmm. Screw you guys. And I said, Junior, I don't think you should go on this trip, bro.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. Just like he did in Puerto Rico. He looked at me and he looked down at his phone. He looked at me, picked up his phone, and he booked his flight.
I kind of did. I was like, yo, I booked it.
The only difference is I'm not as emotionally involved like I was in Puerto Rico.
It's like, because you're like, what are you doing? I was like, I just booked my flight.
I said, oh, okay. I mean, you know what? Fuck it, bro. It's content. We need this. Fuck it, bro. You want to go? Go. I'm almost inclined to tell you, don't break it up with her, bro. Don't break up. We need this. We need the insanity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a new one to fucking go crazy for, because this one right here is
no. With her, the sky's the limit. Why drop her? Why drop her for somebody new where you're gonna start from scratch? An iPhone and this is more. You're gonna get her a yacht. Who knows?
The sky's the limit.
Fucking marry her and take her last name? Who fucking knows?
Nah, you're crazy. No way.
I'm crazy. Don't call me crazy, bro.
So she's doing the most, reaching out, apologizing, this, that, like, and it's like nonstop, bro. Like I hit an account hits me up, and then I block it. Another one hits me up, I block it, and it's like nonstop. So finally, I just respond. I'm like, what the fuck can you say to me that's gonna change anything, right?
Yeah.
So she just starts going through it, this and that, starts crying.
Damn, the manipulation is strong with this one.
Yeah, she's got the powers, bro. She breaks me. I'm like, all right. So I unblock her. Immediately calls me, and we're talking, this and that. So of course I'm going through this. I'm scolding.
There goes the shot.
Did I really?
Yeah, you just said it.
Said, I'm like scolding her and this and that. Like I'm telling her, like, and she's acknowledged. She's like, I was like, just think about the fuckery that you just did. Like, and then I spun it. If I did that to you, how would you react? And then she's like, no, I'd be pissed. I'd block. Exactly. So how is it okay for you and not for me? Like, you got to think about this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what you should do when she does that? Talk to the other one, Marion Jelly. Screenshot that, but block that girl's number.
Yeah.
And send it to her.
Fire.
See, I'm petty. I do shit like that.
I'm petty too, but yeah. That's good. So, whatever. Now we're 3 days in. 3 days later after the initial block, right?
Okay.
And things are...
He's missing her.
Yeah.
What he's not telling you is after his fit of rage, he starts to miss her.
Yeah, no, I do.
He yearns for her sweet nothings through the text message.
I know. I
His
yearn
phone
for
is
sweet pussy.
His phone is dry, so it starts to kick in like, damn, I'm lonely. I need somebody, and then all her messaging for desperation finally wins, and he's like, fuck it, let me go to my baby.
Yeah, more or less.
So you unblock her,
and
then you're like, I'm coming out there, baby. Don't worry, I'm gonna see you.
No, so her first, so it didn't even happen like that. The first thing she says to me is like, once we're like talking and shit, is so when you coming out here?
I can't. I fucking can't. That noise was me spitting my drink back in the cup.
So I'm like, yo, you're a fucking crazy bitch. All this went down and you think I'm coming? And she's like, when you coming? And I was like,
oh, she knows.
I'm like, I'll be out there Wednesday.
Wow, Junior, what the fuck, bro? Yo.
So this, all this was on Thursday. No, when was this Wednesday or Thursday? Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's Thursday. Always on a Thursday, my friend.
All this went down like we're on
from
Thursday.
From Monday to Thursday.
Yeah, because I booked my flight that Thursday, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving Day, I booked my flight.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then
that's when we go to Kensington.
And then that's when we go to eat, and then we go to Kensington.
Yes.
Yeah. The next day is Black Friday, right?
Yes.
So me being the fucking idiot that I am, I gotta bring her some gifts. I gotta bring her a gift bag, right? but the funny part about it is you picked up on it because you saw my normal carry on.
Hold on. I'm editing the episode. I'm editing. No. You know what? I'm editing the clown cars.
Yeah. So this is Friday.
I'm editing clown cars now, and I see you packing, and then I see another carry-on, and then you had asked me a question. You said, "Yo, do you get a second carry-on for free?" Or you said something like that. Or you think I could check this in? And I look, and then I see one bag, I see two bags, and I said, "Hold up, what's that bag? What's in that bag, bro?" And then he looks at me with a smirk. And he walks in reverse with the bag, and he hid it in his room. He goes, "No, this is not for you." I don't know what he said, but I'm just making that up. He said something. I said, "Yo, what's in the bag?" And he starts laughing. I said, "Oh my goodness." He brought a new bag for the gifts that he bought her, right?
A luggage.
Where is that luggage, by the way?
I left it. I gave it to her.
All right. I mean, we're not going to talk about the trip just yet. This is just the build up to that trip.
Yeah.
So
this is already chaos before it, bro. This is nuts. Anyway, so on Black Friday, and I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this today because it's Black Friday. I'm going to get the best deals I can. And I did. So while I'm out, right, I said, hey, look, I'm going to get you a pair of sneakers. I'm going to get you sneakers. What do you want? And she goes, oh, I want Air Force. All right, cool. Fine. So I said, just straight. And she's like, white. I'm like, all right, got you. So then I was like, she was like, can I see the wall? Like, she wanted to see what they, like the shoes.
Okay.
So I show her. And right away, her eyes light up. She says, one. She's like, oh, I like those. Da-da-da. And I'm like, okay.
There goes the shot.
She's like, can I get them? And I'm like, I look, and the price was only $59.99. I'm like, all right, yeah, I got you. They were normally $100. So I was like, cool.
Okay.
Then she goes, she's looking, and then there was Jordan 1s, right? They were purple. They were dope looking. I liked them. And then she was like, can you go up close to them? So I go up and I show her. She's like, I want those. And I'm like, all right. Looked at the price, wasn't too bad. I'm like, all right, cool.
What was the price?
$100.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right, I got a Jordan 1s, two pair of Air Force 1s, one on white, and then another one. They're like a funky color. Da da da. And then
let's take a shot.
All right, cool. So I went to Jackson Outlets. Jackson Outlets is in Jersey, and it's like, they got really good stores. They got the Nike, Adidas. They got all these major stores, but they're outlets. Yeah. So I went there on Black Friday. Deals were crazy. I went to Nike, got myself shit too, and I got her shit. Then I went to Champion because I wanted sweatshirts, right? And I got a couple sweatshirts. I got her a sweatsuit.
Okay.
Right. Went to Adidas, and I got myself 2 pairs of sweatsuits. I got her a couple too. All right. So then I'm all wrapped up, and I'm ready to go. But then this fucking this thought is just lingering, popping in my head. I'm like, I should get something else, like a cherry on top. And I'm looking, and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck should I get? And then all of a sudden, I see Coach. So I went into Coach and I got her a saddle bag with a little pocket wallet thingy and then a pair of like the slipper slides.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember buying Coach for my daughter's mother when we were young.
Yeah. I mean, it's relatively cheap. Like it wasn't overly expensive.
Yeah. No, Coach is all right.
You know what I mean? And it was.
But she didn't ask. I just
got like it was so when I gave it, like I got there and she was like she loved it. I was like, all right, cool.
Of course she's gonna love it. It's free. What's there not to love?
So anyway, so that's what I did there. Now I did get a big item, so I had got the big item first at the mall, and then I went to the outlets to do the remainder.
Now for the record, she did not ask him for Coach. Mm-mm. She asked for sneakers. Mm-hmm. This is the mind of an 18-year-old. She wanted sneakers. And what you said? They were Jordans?
Yeah, Jordan 1s and then Air Force 1s. Because that's the style out there. Like
she wants to keep up with the Joneses. Not keep up with the Joneses, but she wants to fit in.
Yeah, when I was in Colombia, what I noticed is right now, nearly all of the women, like girls, chicks, whatever, they're rocking big pants with either Air Force 1s or Jordan 1s. Now, the Jordan 1s out there that they're mostly wearing are the low tops. So the ones I got are with the high tops because they're different.
But that's what she wanted.
But that's what she wants. She wanted them because they were different. Like they stand out. Like when we were out, you could see like all the chicks have low tops and hers were high tops. There was a couple people wearing high tops. There was mainly like dudes. Like not a lot of women wearing the high tops. I don't know if they sell them that way or whatever. But anyway.
So you got her Coach.
Yeah.
She didn't ask.
And it's crazy because she didn't know what Coach was.
I was just about to say.
She had no idea. So
I was just about to say. She probably doesn't even know what the fuck Coach is.
She doesn't know. She didn't know what Coach was. And she asked me, she's like, is this good? And I was like, no, it's trash. Like
you should have said, baby, don't you know? For you, I get the best.
So I fucking around. I'm like, no, this is absolute garbage. That's why you got it. And she just gives me a look. And I'm like, what do you think? She's like, no. I'm like, all right. When we're at the mall, because we went to a restaurant to eat in the mall, there was a chick with a Coach bag to the nines, bro. She was fire. Because she was fire, bro. And then she pointed out to me. She tasked me. She goes, look. And I'm like, what? And she kind of points at the bag.
You're getting into the trip.
Yeah, I am, man. All right. So right then it clicked like, okay, this is good. I guess she has to see it on someone else to be validated.
Yeah.
Anyway, the big item that I got is she really wanted a Pandora bracelet, so I got her a fucking Pandora bracelet. You just gonna breathe? The fuck? What?
That's an ambulance coming to take me because you took my heart away. What's that, the night at the Roxbury? Bro, I got nothing. Just, at this point, it's expected, bro. Pandora break. What charms did you get her, bro? Lucky Charms?
Got her E for her name. I got her like a little sand, like a palm tree seashell for the beach. Obviously a shopping bag. I got a little bear.
Okay.
It stands for Oso. That's like a little nickname on me for me. And then a plane because we were going to travel. spent roughly like $1,100 total.
It ain't Junior if it ain't simping. You would have did fine. You would have done swell with just those sneakers.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you needed to do. But no, not Junior. He's got to make a point.
Yeah, that's me.
He sprinkled some simping like Salt Bay. Well, that's what's his name, right? Salt Bay.
Yeah.
That's Junior sprinkling the simping on that shit.
Yeah, but it is what it is, bro. Like to me, so the way I show affection is through monetary items. I've said this before. Like I struggle with showing affection. I'm not an affectionate person. I'm not. So when I care for someone, I do it with things. Specifically like a woman.
Yes.
And I've been this way my entire life. I can go back to my relationships in middle school, and I would do the same shit. Obviously, not as grandeur.
You go to your length, whatever you can afford.
Within my abilities, I would do.
Yeah.
I've done it then. I'm doing it like it's something. I don't know. I don't know. Now, so that's that. And then, like the simping. At the end of the day, bro, I really don't care because when a man is feeling some kind of way for a woman, all men simp, bro.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Yes.
All men simp.
I'm glad you said this.
It's just that I own it. Like, yeah, I'm doing it. So what? I mean, because it's my money. It is my feelings. It is what it is.
Hold on. You just reminded me. So for those of you listening, we did this episode last night. I think I mentioned it earlier. We fucked up the audio as we always do. So we're redoing this episode. I don't think it's as funny as the episode we did last. I think the episode we did last night was fucking good. It was real good. But you just brought up, okay, I agree with you. Yes. Every guy simps for his woman. That's how, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be a simp for your woman.
Yeah.
She's not your woman. She's not the woman for you.
Okay. I can't disagree. You know what I mean?
Okay. Junior don't want me to rip her to shreds. So I'll just say, I'll just leave it at that. We all know what we know from the previous episodes.
Yeah.
So I'll just say it as nicely as I can. Last night, I think I went in. I went in, right? Mm-hmm. But it's okay to simp, but for your woman. Yeah. Not this one. That's all I have to say about that, sir.
Now I hear you. When we get into the trip, like, obviously we're going to get into the fuckery, the dumb shit that I did. It gets even worse than this.
Listen,
but
I don't know what happened on that trip. To this day, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like the listeners, everything is going to be organic.
Yeah.
You're going to get my natural reaction. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. I've said this before. When you and I are recording, my job is to clown you and poke fun. Don't get mad. But I know you know, when we're not recording, you get the serious side. Like, yo, JR, I don't think,
Yeah.
But just know, when I do clown you, it's all out of love.
I hear you. So this is all leading to the trip, right? Nothing happened on the trip as of that moment. So me being me, we're good. I'm excited to go see her. I want to get her gifts to, sweeten the moment, right? So I do all that. What I will say now is from this trip, like a lot, this shit was chaos, good and bad. But I finally left it with like the realization, like, it's time.
What is time, sir? It's time. Tell me. No, I want to hear this. What's time?
This ain't it, man.
What ain't it?
It's So we were talking earlier, and I'll disclose this. I asked you. I was like, yo, what is it that you? What was the question I said? I said, why do you think I'm so weak? Something like that, right?
Something along those lines.
Along those lines. Like, why do you think I'm so weak?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna ask something about me.
No, in regards to what about you?
I don't know, but because the way you asked this question, I'm like, oh shit.
No, because I wanted an honest answer.
And then you said, I know it's gonna hurt, but what? I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I asked you, what, just from your observations, what you see, what you hear, what everything. Why do you think I'm so weak? And I meant that in regards to really her, but in general, because you were highly exposed to my last relationship and the craziness of that, and then now you see me with this.
Yes.
And regardless of how it's interpreted, to me, this is a real relationship.
Yes.
To me,
yes.
It's I know it's fucking nuts to say, but because there's no other way for me to look at it. So anyway, when I asked you, what is it about me that you think that makes why I'm weak? Why am I weak?
Yeah.
So go ahead. What'd you say?
I told Junior, in my opinion, it appears as if Junior was not shown enough love and attention from his mother growing up. And I think that has affected him as an adult. Do you want me to get into the other thing with the babysitter or no? And I think at the time, so in the old chat circus, we've spoken about this. Not yet. I know what you want to do. He wants to hit that button. Hold on. In the old chat circus, we've spoken about this, but we've revamped this show, and since earlier this year, 2023, we've been consistent. The most consistent we've ever been in the history of chat circus.
Yeah.
I think on top of the fact that your mother did not show you enough love and attention, you were also molested by your babysitter.
Why the fuck would you say it like that?
What else? He was sexually assaulted? What else is there? How do you want to say it?
I fucked the babysitter.
No, she fucked you.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Shout out to the babysitter. Okay. That's an old soundbite from the 2020 chat circus.
Yeah.
So Junior asked me that question, and that was my answer. He didn't get enough attention from his mom, enough love from his mom growing up, and he had sex with his babysitter when he was.
She had sex with me.
She had sex with him when he was how old?
I was 13.
He was 13 years old having sex with a woman. How old was she? 20?
She was 19.
She was 19.
I remember her being 19, but maybe she was older. I don't know.
So she was still young herself. Even it's not an excuse. It doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
She was still young herself, but we're not gonna talk about her because I don't even fucking know her.
Yeah.
I do remember she was bad.
Yeah, she was.
I do remember she was bad.
Yeah, she was. And I think so. Again, we're all grounded by our childhood. We all have childhood trauma, and that drives us as who we are as adults. So the whole thing about not being shown enough love, I agree to that. Like my mom wasn't a piece of shit, but she's a narcissist, right? My mother is a narcissist. She has narcissistic tendencies. She in the past kind of put her relationships with men above her children, specifically me. So there was a lot of turmoil there.
Yeah.
And that they kind of laid the groundwork. Like my mom's a broken woman, so naturally I'm chasing my mother. I get into these relationships with broken women. I can think about my high school relationship.
They were all
think
fucked
about
up.
my ex that I just wasted 17 years with.
Yes.
And then this current situation. So they're all more or less the same. They're different people, but
yes, they have the same traits, characteristics. Yes.
Yeah, but it's the same selfishness, narcissistic, manipulative, all that shit.
That's disgusting. That's crazy.
And that's literally what I've been with for like the last 25 years.
That's wild.
I know it's wild.
That's wild.
I know.
So yeah, we had a moment at earlier today we went to Golden Corral.
That's our spot.
That's our spot. I don't know. And we were having that conversation. He asked me that question. And I didn't know how to say it. I'm saying it much more calmer, not like.
Yeah.
But earlier it was kind of intense. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. No, but I asked with brutal honesty. Like, I want to know. Like, I want to know because I
now that was my response. I don't know. I still don't know. Was I correct in my assessment?
Yeah. Like when you said it, I'm thinking about like, yeah, that makes sense because the whole thing with my mom, I kind of always suspected it, but you know, hearing somebody else like
from the outside looking in, that's what it seems to me. This makes sense.
And then the thing with the babysitter, whether I play that off like it's like cool and all that, like whatever, but it
does affect you. It has an effect.
It did have an effect on me because it did a few things.
It plays a role.
One, I was 13 years old, right? I was getting boners, but I wasn't jerking off. I wasn't like, it just wasn't a thing that I was driving me as a young boy. It just wasn't. You know what I mean? I wasn't 15, 16 when I'm beating my dick all the time.
Then here she comes, shows you what to do with it, and now.
So yeah, and the first thing she did, like it wasn't we're fuck. Like she groomed me, bro. Like she had me eating her pussy. She taught me how to eat pussy, right? And from my experience, I've had good feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like so, she taught me how to eat pussy, her pussy, which was to me was like new and exciting. I'm like, oh shit. Then she sucked me off and all that. Like taught me what a blowjob was, and I'm like, this is amazing. So because of that, I am infatuated with blowjobs. I have to have blowjobs. Like you gotta suck my dick. Like it's not even. It is necessary.
It's law.
It is law. You need to suck my dick.
And don't say that to me, please. Don't fuck. He's looking at me. He's looking at me in my fucking eyes, telling me I need to. Yo, don't say that shit to me, bro.
But it really stamped something in my brain. My brain's like blowjobs are absolute law. I can't fuck with you if you don't suck this dick. I can't. Right. Then when it came to the sex, bro, do you know what it's like? Like, think about the first time you had sex, right? But this is when you've been beaten and you kind of know what it feels like to come and all that. Like, imagine not having all that and then just having sex.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. It blew my mind. And then what happened is I became infatuated with this woman. Damn. Like, for real.
You should look her up on Facebook.
I became infatuated. Like we couldn't be separated, right? So naturally, the shit came to an end because it was
your mother found out.
So obvious. Like,
I remember when your mother found out because my mom found out.
Yeah, it was wild. But so that kind of stemmed just like when I get attracted to a woman, I become infatuated. Nobody can tell me shit. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from.
Oh, yo, can I get a round of applause, bro? I'm on my Dr. Phil shit. I'm unlocking memories and feelings and shit.
Core memories here. So yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. I become infatuated with the woman that I desire, whatever. So that
you see that babysitter, not that, but the feelings, the infatuation, into this chick in Colombia.
Yeah,
the similarities. How you feel? So maybe you're not chasing your mom, you're chasing the babysitter.
Ooh.
Shout out to the babysitter. That's who you're chasing.
Yeah.
Maybe. See, I didn't even think of it like that. Yeah. Maybe that's who you're chasing.
It could be.
That's fucking crazy.
And then the last and most important, this is the one thing that I've known for years is, you know what? Maybe this is why I don't have I can't, because I was gifted sex. I was gifted. I didn't work for it at all. It was gifted to me.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Which is why I have such a struggle having to work for it.
Okay. It's a part of the reason.
Yeah. Like there comes a point where I'm like getting irritable. I'm like, all right, what's up? What's going on here? Like, because it just goes back to I was gifted sex, blowjobs, eating pussy, fucking. I was gifted it. I didn't ask for it. It was given to me. And then this is what I've always known is I look at women like sex objects. Like I want to fuck you and then I'm good. Like, and this kind of ties into like the emotional where I'm not affectionate. I struggle with it.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. Damn. Damn.
As long as you know it. As long as you know it, sir.
Holy shit. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a bit of my mom chasing my mom, but you know what?
You're chasing the babysitter.
I'm chasing the babysitter.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's nuts.
That bitch.
She was bad as fuck.
Why couldn't she fucking babysit me? What the fuck? You know who my babysitter was?
You know what's funny? She was fucking blacklisted from the family, bro. No, like she was cut off from everybody.
You know who my babysitter was?
Huh?
Some old fucking lady with short hair. My brother pulled a knife on her, bro. Some short old lady with short hair, bro.
You know what's crazy? You know what's fucking nuts?
What's that?
I need a Coke bottle shape. Like whether it's like big tits, big ass, or small tits. Like I just need a shape. That's where that comes from that babysitter, because her body was crazy, bro.
Yeah, so Junior was turned out by the babysitter, and his mother didn't show him enough love and attention, and that's why we have him today. This concoction. You add the no experience, the ego thing, what is it? You like your ego? What is it?
My ego stroked. Yeah,
he likes his ego stroked a lot.
Yeah, we talked about that today too. Like, I came to the realization, like, one of the problems that I have, the sex with this chick is incredible. It is incredible, and it's not because she knows all. No, it's not that. So I'll disclose it. Fuck it, is what it is.
Wait. What just happened in my head just now?
What?
The babysitter groomed you to her sexual liking.
Yes.
You like this 18-year-old because she's not experienced, but you've groomed her to your sexual liking.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm fucking Dr. Phil. I am Dr. Phil. Holy shizzy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Dude, where's my car?
So with her, like, I try to really come up, like, what the fuck is it that drives me? Like, I am so crazy about this chick for.
Yeah, I don't even think it's her. Now I think it's all the similarities in the whole situation. I think it's the situation.
Maybe.
And then she's just a victim of it because that's her situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then her little bitch personality adds the toxicity with
that I like.
Because it reminds you of your exes and familiar situations from the past.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had kind of brought this up, and you kind of understood what I was saying because of the ex that you just had. So people are sexually compatible. Like, when you're sexually compatible with someone, right, the sex is out of this world. It kind of drives the motive of that relationship, right? If the sex is out of this world.
Yeah.
You kind of put red flags aside. You look at the shit that's not good for you, and you're like, that sex, that pussy's fire. Like, you kind of just get crazy. So that happens. So like, with her, I don't have to try. I don't have to do as much as I've had to do in the past. So like my ex, there was times where she came, like, you know, she orgasmed. There's times that she didn't.
Okay.
It happened.
Yeah.
Right. And we talked about this, like, you know, there's tricks around it. You know, you push, you kind of warm them up to kind of get them to that all the time. It doesn't always happen though. So, but with this chick, bro, every time I fuck, every time she orgasms, every single time.
And that makes you feel like a man.
And that feeds the ego, that strokes the ego. I'm being real. It does. Like, it's, I mean, it is like, oof, makes me feel like a man. How am I going to justify? How am I going to like say no to that? You know what I'm saying? Plus the sex is amazing. And again, I've groomed her to what I like. So it just elevates it to another level. I'm like, bro, so I'm fucking coming in this bitch because I'm losing my mind.
You've become the babysitter.
Yo. That's nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad I helped you, sir.
Thanks.
You didn't have to go pay for fucking therapy. I solved the mystery. That's the title. Nano solves the mystery. Nano solves the mystery.
Shit. Yeah.
And in the description is gonna say, while eating at a restaurant, Junior asks Nano a question, and Nano solves the mystery.
Yeah. So with that,
that's the wrap up. You wanna end it with that?
Yeah, we'll end it with that. We'll get into the next episode where I get into the nitty gritty.
So the next episode will be,
it's gonna be
you getting into the details of this trip.
Yeah.
And the only reason we're not doing it now is because Junior has to go to work.
And we're gonna do the drinking game.
We're gonna attempt to do the drinking game because every time this man speaks, he says da 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 da.
Yeah, it happens. All right.
And that's that.
All right, well, with that, thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can reach us at our socials on Linktree at Chat Circus. I'm your host, Junior.
And I'm Nano.
And this is the Chat Circus.
Asshole, you said it. Are you supposed to set it up where? And this is...
Do it.
The Babysitter. Thank you, Nano.
All right.
Shout out to the Babysitter.